So guys, and I'd like to start this off with a little bit of an intro due to request, and this is me ranking all book 2 skins for 50 subscribers special. Anyways, we got Rash the Raccoon, which is a mix of trash and raccoon, but anyways, I don't hate the skin. I actually like it. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty fine. But it's just my least favorite skin from book 2. There's just way better ones in the game, unfortunately. But I still think this skin is nice, and it got some cool features. I don't really like the orange eye that much. I don't think it looks good on Rash. But that's really the only thing that made this last place. On to the next one. Oh yeah, his crowbar is pretty cool too. Yeah. Who doesn't love crowbars? Onto the uniform pandy. I believe like one of the first out of 6 skins in book 2. I think this one's okay. I don't like it that much, but it is kind of better than Rash. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it's a better skin, but I still think it's just okay. I like the katana and jump scare. It's pretty nice, I guess. And this is Officer Doggy, an alternative skin for the goat, the one and only Doggy. He's not a goat, but it's a dog, but you know, cool. He is the stun bot for this chapter, Ali's. I think that's really cool. I like his jump scare, but it doesn't really make sense when you really think about it. He has this okay police attire. I don't really like the cheeks that much, but that's really just me. He's also shorter than his NPC counterpart, which is weird. I think this skin is okay. I think book 1 kind of did the eyes better, but that's really it. And book 2 just has some major improvements with the design, the eyes and stuff. Officer looks are always cool. And this is Dessa, the first deer in Piggy. I like her weapon. It's like this weird pipe thing. I don't really know, but I still think it's cool. She has a really cool jump scare too, but her kit is really basic, unfortunately. And this is Katie. I think I really like how the TSB skins were portrayed instead of just being their normal outfit. I don't, but really speaking about that, I don't like how she looks with this like weird long dress, and her mask looks weird. I mean, the old design for her had a weirder mask. Still think I'm not the best of the design. I like her cat body foundations with like lines. She also has a pretty cool jump scare with like a do a flip chainsaw thing. I think it's a nice skin. You got some. It's just really not that good, but it's still good. I like the ambience. And I just said it was very confusing, but I still think the skin is nice and it's a nice touch up. Another uniform skin, that being Tigry. He has a really cool jump scare, which doesn't really make much sense with how he twists his arm, but it's still extremely cool. I think he looks the best with the default uniforms. And also I think orange eyes do really fit him with the orange tiger looks. His book 1 version was also really well, and I think this version is well done. I think it's pretty nice, his whiskers and stuff. His daggers are also really cool, but those were always there from book 1. Overall, it's still just really good looking skin with no real big complaints. Although, to be fair, he is quite basic. Yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Alfie's the alligator. Let's go. Anyways, for his weapon, I think it's a cool nod to the rusty pipes in the map that he's in, which is the sewers. As you can see right here, his animations are also really well done. Well, not really well, but they're still really done well. Especially for like how ancient this skin really is. The top hat looks cool, but it's really funny if you think about it. I think this skin is also pretty fitting. I just don't really like how he looks that much. It looks a bit weird. Especially his like weird teeth and mouth. But let's face it, he's the heavy metal alligator. Who doesn't love a heavy metal alligator? Heavy metal out of 10. But yeah, I'd say this skin is pretty fine. This is Felix, easily the most glazed skin in Piggy history. However, it is Bananaman's favorite skin. Like, come on, Bananaman. Really? Bananaman? The goat? Choosing this skin? Anyways, going on topic now. I think this is a really good use of non-TSB clothes, which is probably better than Katie's use, although I think all of them are really good. Actually, I think the soundtrack is actually good when you listen through all of it, even though that's already been said a bunch of times. But I do really like his animations. He looks good. Overall, he's your typical Book 2 skin, but I do like it. I just feel it's too overglazed. The secret knife in his jump scare is also really good. I like how it spawns. Now this is Kona, the royal scientist. Nah, just kidding. But he is a pretty cool skin. I really like the blowtorch, which is just something that I adore about this skin. The blowtorch is just really cool. Also, if you're wondering about this dude's species, it's a kelp spring. It's kind of hard to say kelp spring, but I'm getting off topic. This skin has really good animations. They are really nice. I think he looks nice. He's a good skin. He got these green eyes, which look nice. Everything about this skin just looks nice. Feels nice to use. And maybe I'll just use this skin once in a while. I do really like it. The jump scare is really well done with the lighter. And it's really just really cool. This animation is similar to others, but it's completely unique in how it's made. Mari the Marionette Mouse. I think this skin has really nice animations. To be fair, they are pretty basic, but I think the animations are nice. Probably just the jump scare animation or stuff, but I also think the idea of this skin was cool. The orange eyes, the puppeteering. I don't get what the things growing out of him are, but I think they're cool. His theme is nice. And I also like how the strings move around. They also move around with emotes, which is a pretty nice addition to the skin. I also think, well, the skin just has some sort of aura to it. It's just cute. But it's really not that good. But hey, at least the jump scare is one of the best ones in this game. And this is Raze. I know people aren't the biggest fan of this skin. They wouldn't rate it as the lowest one, but I don't think people really like it. However, something that I do like about the skin is just all the animations. They just feel really nice. His looks are cool, and I think they really blend in with the jump scare. Also, this is a big hot take, but his new jump scare sound is just way better. Like 1,000 times better than his old one. But I really like his animations. The tail. I don't really get the clothes, but they unironically look good. Despite color theory and stuff, it doesn't matter. The little thing he does with his arms while he walks is kind of funny, but it's nice. And this is Delta, I think the documentary refuses to give out species name because he's a little mad. Because we all know he isn't giving his name in Intercity either. It's just some dumb thing he likes to do. I think the skin is fine. The animations, unironically, other skins like Kona have better ones, but I think the real thing is the jump scare and the music. Like, you can hear the music right now, and it's just such a banger. The design is really good too. I like the camp outfit, the like dark shoes, it's really good. But I also like how the jump scare has explosion effects, and that's really neat and well done. All the rest of his sound effects are nice, and I don't think there's anything really that bad I can say about it. And this is Archie, the king of the boat. Easily, well, he's just a pretty good skin for his time. I think the crew member fit is nice. It was also inspired by Half-Life, which is a really cool detail. His white eye is really well done. I think the look of him is well done. I really like the fire extinguisher as a weapon, that he like hits your face with it. And basically, I think the animation for walking is good. I just don't like his idle pose that much. It's just super basic and badly done. But other than that, I think it's a really nice skin. I like it. Yeah. He also has this like skull thing, which isn't really done the best. I think Piggy did it better and others, but I think it's nice. And here we have Kamosi, one of the later pig skins in this game. I think this is the only pig-related Book 2 skin, which is kind of insane for the game called Pig-E. But whatever, his claws are so goofily enlarged, it's honestly ironic. I think the skin is kind of funny. Animations are way too over-exaggerated, but he got a cool theme, and I guess his animations are funny too. And these are the twins. I think this skin is really cool because it's like a duo of two people being Zuzzy and Z. I think the nice fencing swords and their idle and walking animations are nice. I like how unique it is with how they hold hands together, I assume, with these fencing swords. And they both use their weapons to attack you at the same time, which is really cool since they're both kind of weak. And overall, I think they're really nice. They're actually just hallucinations, but I think this is what the canon skin would be if they got infected, which is pretty cool. I like how small they are. The skin is just really curative and stuff. Oh my gosh, is that Zizzy? Zizzy, get over here. It's a family reunion. That's really much I can say. And this is Koali. I think his music has this like really weird vibe, but it's nice. It's pretty cool. I think the animations are really well done. Just something I've been saying, but they generally do have good animations. I can't really say much. But some skins don't, so that's why I have to say that. Anyways, I keep on getting off tangents. But I think the skin is really nice. The jump scare is super satisfying with the screaming sound. And the way that he hits you with these like industrial things. I'm not sure how we describe it, but I think this is a really good use of a koala as a species, and the construction worker fit is really nice. He's also an Insolence member, which is cool, and he has his own custom orange Insolence eye. That's nice. And what not to say then, Marcus, the absolute GOAT with his clothing. His theme is kind of weird, I can't lie. It sounds like shoes scraping the floor, squeaking. I think the animations, they're generally super smooth for when he came out. I don't like how his nose has like two plugs, which are supposed to be where he doesn't really have a nose. And I think the jump scare noise and animation was well done. Overall, skins right now are just well done. There's just so many better ones up ahead, which we'll be getting into from what has happened with this orange vest and farmer outfit. I wonder if he worked for Mr. P. Oh yeah, he's also another Insolence member. And this is Dakota the Dudong? Dudong? That's kind of weird. Anyways, he has this really cool surfing mask. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of just hearing breathing sounds all game. I think it's honestly really well done. I think it's kind of nice for how weird it is, but I think it's actually well done. He also has really cool custom sounds for walking, which I like. They're like the gear diving. He also walks backwards, which is super cool. The jump scare with the anchor is super cool, and you can't even hear any animal sounds, which is kind of a nice change for once. But I do like his the coral growing on his shoes is nice. Overall, there's just a lot of commentary you can say for him. Toby the Turtle. I absolutely adore this skin. I love how the little red line from the water tanks to his firefighter thing does. And it also moves with emotes, which is a really nice detail, even if it was unintentional. I think he's also been called an underrated skin, which, to be fair, nobody uses him or really talks about him. But with how much he's been called underrated, it feels like he's just normal now. Other than that, he released with the Heist chapter, and I think his soundtrack is really cool and fitting. I like the attire just so much. His animations are, of course, again, just really good. Nothing much else to say. He also wears black boots with a black and white hat, which is kind of funky, but I like it. And this is Spidella. I never thought her animations looked good. They were just super ugly, unfinished, and overall bad. Just like the rest of PGH Films animations before controversies. Now that she got reanimated, I can easily say she's the best animated Book 2 skin, and it's not by a long shot. I think her design is also kind of cool with the dress covering these spider legs, her eyes, which are like these tiny white pupils, and like the horn things on her. I don't really know how to describe it. She also has hair. It's just overall really well done. She also has custom walking sounds that fit the whole spider vibe. She just has this well done head. It's just so well done. I love it. This is Willow. And she's just really, again, for her time, she was just well animated. It was so impressive, her jump scare where she kicked you on the ground and stuff. Her theme is amazing. It's like this rock theme. My twin. Okay, there we go. And we just have this like cool cape. She always had a cool design. The only bad thing about her, unlike the other skins, she does have something bad. It's her lack of a stun animation. It's just made the skin feel a little bit lazy for all the work that had to be done. Like, you literally had to collect so many pages and you don't even get a stun animation. I think she's also like the main antagonist of Book 2. And that's just a really cool detail. Makes her just more special. Craxicord. He has this like purple light under him, which just makes it so cool during certain lightings. Well, the darker lightings is very obvious. It's very cool. His walking animations are a little funky for the time, but I think they work nicely. He also just looks kind of goofy, but I think it works well. It's a cool skin, nothing else to say. Also, the music is banger! Solstice is a really nice skin that I think released during the lab, but I'm not sure. He has this bag full of skulls, all human ones in the entire variety of creatures.
I'm letting no one stay. All must be slain.
This skin was just really cool. The animations were nice. Everything about it is super cool. His clothes. He's also like one of the coolest influence members because he also talks. He talks a lot. He yaps. There's only like one problem that isn't even related to the skin that much. That's the lag that I get. It's just really bad at times. While playing it, I do have a little bit of lag, but playing a survivor against the Solstice makes me basically automatically lose, which doesn't give me the best opinions, but realistically this skin is so cool. He also laughs in his jump scare, and he has this animated mouth and tongue. Baron is one of the youngest Book 2 skins, being literally from around this year. I really love his animations, his theme, so good. His infected eyes, which are like a mix of white and red. It's just super cool. I love the gloves that he wears. His woodworker attire is just so good and well done. And obviously, he's so well done. It's just so many things well done. His music is so good, even though it's pretty loud, and what I mean by that is it can be heard from like the entire map. It's such a big upgrade from the original Baron 2. I love how they still use the same axe, and for how old, young the skin really is, they did such a good job with the model. It's just so well done. Philip is the youngest Book 2 skin in the entire game, releasing at the start of 2026, which is just so good. Anyways, other than another off tangent, he has really good animations, but I would have placed him below Baron, but not gonna lie, he's just super smooth with his like goofy outgoing gun flip. The bodyguard attire is nice. I think there's just so many nice things about him. I really love it. But his jump scare is so well done. It's just, on both sides, it's well done. There's nothing that you can't say about it. It's just so well done, his jump scare. He also got this like sneaky walk animation. It's pretty funny. Yeah. That's really it for this really good security guard skin. You got Tio the Dude Man. He is probably one of the skins that most people don't have. Maybe you don't even have this skin. You, the person watching this video. And it's basically because of his attainment method with the secret ending. And saying this skin was a big reward is just under exaggerating. The theme is so well done. Just like horror ambience, but it's like, it got a good tune though. His model is just perfect. It's this gigantic, monstrous beast with like slime everywhere. It's just so weird, unsettling, yet cool. Has eyes on his top hat, this red bow tie. His animations are so well done and they feel so smooth and solid. Yeah, there's just so many cool things about him, especially stunt animation. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.